Hello students, today I am going to send you the audio class. Please listen to it carefully and practice the problems whatever I discussed in this class. Okay, so here is your third question. We already discussed 1 and 2 questions from this exercise, from 10.3 exercise. Okay, so let us start with third problem. Find the volume of the largest circular cone that can be cut out of a cube whose edge is 7 centimeters. Okay, you should find out the volume of largest right circular cone. Okay, so you should find out the volume of it, volume of the cone. Here he mentioned largest circular cone that can be cut out of a cube. We should cut the cone from the cube. Okay, you should cut the cone from the cube such that he mentioned the largest circular cone. When the cone will be the largest one from the cube means when its diameter, when the cone diameter is equals to the side of the cube. Okay, this is the side. All sides are equal, right? So here this is a side. All sides are equal. Here he gave each side is 7 centimeters. If you want to cut out the largest cone from this cube, the diameter of the cone and the side of the cube should be same. Okay, so I can write that the diameter of cone is equals to side of the cube. Diameter of cone should be equals to side of the cube. Okay, so I can write like diameter is D and side of cube is mentioned with A. Okay, so here we know that A means side of cube is 7 centimeters. So the diameter will be 7 centimeters. Okay, so here we want volume of cone. We know that volume of cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. Okay, so here we want radius. To find out radius from the diameter, we have one formula, that is r equals to d by 2. Okay, so d means 7, 7 by 2. We got radius also. Now h. What is h then? H, height of the cone is equal to side of the cube. If you see here, this is your cone height and this is your side of the cube. Both are equal, right? Okay, so I can write height is also 7 centimeters. Okay, now that is what we have to find out now, what volume of the largest cone. So let us substitute the formula. Volume of largest cone that can be cut out from the cube. You can write that point equals to 1 by 3 pi r square h. No need to worry. I'll send you the notes. Okay. So 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r square. R means we have 7 by 2. So you should write this 7 by 2 2 times into h means 7. Okay. So 7 7 cancel, 2 ones, 2 11s. Okay. So 11 into 7 which is 11 into 49 by 3 into 2 is 6. Okay. So 49 into 11. 11 9s 99. 11 4s 44. 44 plus 9 is 53. Okay. So we'll get 539 divided by 6. Let us divide this. 539. So 6 8s are 48. Okay. 13 minus 8 is 5. Okay, here it will be 0. Now 59. 59 means 6 9s are 54. 5. So 0.0 means 6 8s are 48. Okay, so what will be your answer? 89.8 centimeter cube. As it is volume, it should be in cubic units. Okay, so centimeter cube. So did you all understand this problem? Simple. Whenever you want to cut out the largest volume of the cone from the given cube, the diameter of the cone and the height of the cone will be equal to your side of the cube. Okay, so take the values and substitute in this volume of cone formula. Clear? So let us go to the next problem. Here is your next one. A cylindrical mug of radius 5 centimeters. Okay, so let us write the measurements. Cylindrical mug. So let us take the cylindrical mug. Okay, Parallelly we'll draw the figure also. Cylindrical mug, 5 centimeters radius. Okay, so let me take the cylindrical mug. Okay, its radius is 5 centimeters. So from here to here it is 5 centimeters, and height is, its height is 9.8 centimeters. Okay, it is full of water. We can fill this cylindrical mug with water. Clear? Next, a solid in the form of a right circular cone. Solid in the form of right circular cone. Okay, it is in the form of cone mounted on a hemisphere. Okay, so on a hemisphere you have cone. Okay, is immersed into the mug. Okay, now what happened means, a solid means it is like this. A solid, it is like hemisphere. On the hemisphere you have cone. It is immersed into the cylinder. Okay, now we will get one doubt that this radius and this radius are equal or not. Okay, let us check this by reading the next part. The radius of the hemisphere is 3.5 centimeters. Here the radius of the cylinder is 5 centimeters, but the radius of the hemisphere is 3.5 centimeters. 3.5 centimeters means we should take a radius different. Okay, so if the two radius are equal, suppose it is also 5 centimeters, means here only you will have the same, in the same way you will have the hemisphere. Okay, here we came to know on the top of it we have the cone. Okay, so its radius is now 3.5 centimeters, but its radius is 5 centimeters. If both are equal, you will get the figure like this. See children, here cylinder radius is also equal, right? When it is equal, it will be like this. Okay, but it is not equal, so I am taking the small radius, which is 3.5 centimeters. And height of conical part, so whatever conical part is there, its height is 5 centimeters. Find the volume of water left in the tub. Now we have to find out how much water is left over in the tub. Simple, nothing is there here. Assume this cylindrical mug, this has a cylindrical mug. Okay, so now what you did means, a toy or whatever it is in the form of a hemisphere. On top of it, it is like a cone shape. Okay, now what you are doing means, you are putting this solid into this mug, which is already filled with water. Okay, already it is full of water. Now what you did means, you put this toy in this mug. Now what will happen, if you are inserting this into this mug, the water will come out, right? It will come out. Okay, now after falling the water out, whatever, you should find out how much water is left over in the tub. How much water is left over in the tub means, it is nothing but volume of water left in the tub, because water is there inside matter, we will mention it as volume. So you should find out how much volume of water is left in the tub. Okay, so you should find out volume of water left in the tub means, you should find out how much water is left over in the tub. Simple, how much water will be left? See here, first cylinder is full of water. What you did, you inserted this solid into this mug. Now whenever you insert this toy in the mug, the water is flowing out. If you insert some more one more material, the more water will comes out. Okay, if you put other than this solid a huge part, then more water will flow out. Means what is happening here, whatever volume you are putting, that much volume is going out, right? Means here we are putting this one, so that much water will be left over, but that much water will flow out. Okay, now how much water will be left over? First cylinder in the cylinder, whatever water we have, from that some amount of water is going out. What is that some amount of water? How much volume you are inserting, that much water is going out. So you should find out that volume of shape, whatever shape you are inserting, that shape's volume you should find out. Okay, now subtract that volume from the cylinder. That's it. Now if you do this, you will get how much water is left over in the tub. Clear? So let us take the measurement separately. So here we are taking cylindrical mug measurements and the the shape, solid shape, whatever it is, that measurement separately. Okay. So here it is cylindrical mug measurements and it is radius of the cone. Here cone is surmounted on a hemisphere, means both radius will be equal. So I took both radius equal. Okay. And height of the cone is already given in the question, which is 5 centimeters. Okay. Now whenever you are putting a shape into the mug, that the water is coming out. So how much water will left over from the total volume? If you subtract this solid figure's volume, you'll get water left over in the tub. So first we'll find out volume of each and every shape separately. First, volume of cylinder. What is volume of cylinder? Pi r square h. Pi I am writing as it is because for volume of cone as well as volume of hemisphere, in the two things you are having pi. So at last we'll solve pi together. Okay. So pi I can write. See why I am writing this pi instead of 22 by 7 means I can write 22 by 7 here also. But to reduce the calculation part, to reduce the time waste, I am taking this pi as it is, and at last I will take pi as 22 by 7 and solve it there. Okay. So pi as it is I am taking. Radius of cylinder is 5. So 5 square into height is 9.8. Okay. So what is 5 square? It is 25. So 25 into 9.8 into pi. Okay. Now multiply these two. It will give you 245 and we have pi. So it is volume. It will be in cubical units. Okay. So this is your volume of cylinder. Now let us solve volume of cone. Okay. Volume of cone, because we have three shapes. One is volume of cylinder, one is cone, one is hemisphere. So we finished cylinder volume. Now let us go through this volume of cone, which is 1 by 3 pi r square h. So 1 by 3 pi I am taking as it is. Okay. So r square means it is cone radius. So 3.5 whole square into h is 5. Okay. So 1 by 3 I am taking as it is. Pi also same. Now 3.5 whole square means 3.5 into 3.5, which will give you 12.25. Children, please do this calculation in your rough part. Okay. As I am busy today, I am sending you the audio recording. So please do this calculation in the rough part, and then only you solve in the problem. Okay. Into 5. Okay. Now I will multiply these two and divide it with 3, which gives me 20.41 pi. It is volume, so its units will be centimeter cube. Okay, we finished cylinder, we finished cone. Now our next part is hemisphere. Okay, so I am doing hemisphere's volume, which is 2 by 3 pi r cube. Be perfect with the formulas. Okay, so 2 by 3 into pi I am taking as it is. So r is the volume of cone, the cone radius as well as the hemisphere radius are same. So instead of radius I am putting 3.5. So it is 3.5 whole cube. Okay. So 2 by 3 I am taking as it is into pi, and the cube of 3.5 will give you 42.875. Now if you do multiplication of these two and divide by 3, it gives you 28.58 pi centimeter cube. Now we've got volume of cylinder, volume of cone as well as volume of hemisphere. Now substitute in your formula. This is your formula, right? Volume of solid figure equals to, here before subtracting the volume of solid figure from the volume of cylinder, let us find out volume of solid figure. Whatever shape we inserted into the figure, that is a combination of cone and hemisphere, right? So first let us add these two. So you got volume of cone as 20.41 pi and volume of hemisphere as 28.58. Okay. So both are having pi. So let me take that pi as common as it is, and I'll add these two numbers 20.41 and 28.58, which gives you 48.99, which is nothing but 49. After point you have 9. So I'm doing the round figure of this one as 49 pi centimeter cube. Now I'll substitute in the formula. Volume of water left in that cylinder, which is volume of cylinder minus volume of solid figure. This is the formula we have taken in the first step, right? So let us simplify in this. So volume of cylinder, we have 245 pi centimeter cube. So 245 pi minus 49 pi. So if you subtract, you will get 196 pi. So pi here I am taking as 22 by 7. So instead of taking here in every step If I take here, it reduces my time, right, in solving this problem. So let us cancel this 7 1 7 28 times. Now multiply 28 and 22, which gives you 616 centimeter cube. So this much volume of water is left in the cylinder. Understood? So whenever, remember one thing, whenever volume of water or whatever things are left in the cylinder means you should subtract the total volume minus how much figure you are inserting into that, so that water is coming out. Okay, so if you are inserting this much of solid figure, then that much of water will flow out. So you should subtract this one from the total volume shape. Okay, so this will be your answer. Here is your next problem. In the given figure, the height of a solid cylinder is 10 centimeters and diameter is 7 centimeters. Okay, so here is your figure. Okay, so the height of a solid cylinder, it is 10 centimeters height and its diameter is 7 centimeters. Two equal conical holes of radius 3 centimeters. Each cone radius is 3 centimeters. Okay, these two conical shapes are cut off from this cylinder. Okay, so from this total cylinder, these two cones are cut off. Now what he is asking? Find the volume of the remaining solid. Whatever volume is left over, that one we should find out. Just now we discussed, whenever you want to find out volume of remaining solid or volume of water left over in the tub means, from the total volume, you should subtract whatever shapes you are cutting off or whatever shapes you are inserting into that shape. Okay, so here what I have to do? From the volume of cylinder, you should subtract these two volumes of cones. That's it. Okay, so here the measurements are, the cylinder measurements and cone measurements are given separately. So the formula is volume of solid is, volume of remaining solid he asked. So volume of remaining solid will be volume of cylinder minus volume of two conical holes. As the measurements are same here, the radius are same and the heights are same of two conical holes, I am just doing the total volume of two conical holes. Okay, so find them separately, volume of cylinder as well as volume of two conical holes, and substitute in the formula. You can do it, right? Try to solve this problem, children. Okay, on your own. Let us solve the next two problems in the next class. Okay, thank you, children.